TWITCHCON, all the colors mix in the heat of the glow. Feel the rhythm pulse, in the heart of the show. Take my hand and fly away. In this moment we can stay with every beat. Our hearts alive, lost in love. You're forever mine. As the bass drops low, feelings rise anew in this crowded space. It's just me and you, electric energy running deep within with every touch. Let the night begin, so take my heart, let it lead the way. In this escape, we won't drift away. With every spark, we light the sky. Lost in love, you're forever mine.
Hello. Hello, raccoonies. Hello. Hello. How is everybody? How's it hanging? It's been a second, huh? It's been a second. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been off for like a week now, which is super crazy. But yeah, I've been off for like a week now. Oh wait, hold on. I feel like I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? Okay, maybe it's just weird. Anyway, hello. I've been off for a while. Yeah, so I went down to visit my parents. So we're just gonna do a little like comfy yap. Yeah, so I went down to visit my parents. Down as in my parents live in the South. So I went to the South. When did I fly out? I flew Wednesday morning. Flew out Wednesday morning. I flew out Wednesday morning, and I had 2 flights. I had a connecting flight, which sucks. But I had 2 flights. So I had a morning flight that connected to another morning flight. I do not recommend connecting through Charlotte, the Charlotte airport. You will walk 5 million miles from one gate to another. Sometimes you have to run, and it is under construction, and the people there don't know how to walk. So that was quite an adventure. I had the same flight backwards, so I still had to go through the Charlotte airport. But yeah, so it was just, it was not enjoyable. But I got to see my parents from Wednesday, I guess, to Sunday. I came home on Sunday, and then I've had some stuff to do, so I haven't seen you until now. I missed you all. So what do we do? What do we do in the South? We did Southern things. I ate a lot of really good food, so I want to talk about that too. So the first day I got in the afternoon, and I was like so tired from everything. Just traveling really like sucks the life out of you. Plus, like, getting up early in the morning, and doing laundry the night before and stuff, like, it really sucks the life out of you. So I needed to kind of have a little raccoon nappy. My parents' trash can is like really nice. The bed was huge. It was so much bigger than the bed that I'm used to sleeping in. They have a full, I guess if my trash can is like an apartment and I rent it, my parents own a dumpster. How about that? My parents own a dumpster. So yeah, my parents own a dumpster, and it was really big and spacious. And so I got to take a nice nappy, and then my mom made this really good chicken soup, but it was like a chicken pot pie soup. So it was sort of like creamy. It was really good. And that's pretty much like all we did on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we went to I don't know if I really want to say the city. We went to the closest city to where they are in the South, and there's also a big river there, which is really nice. So it's fun to walk along this river, and we got to walk around like sort of the old town parts, which was really pretty because the South has a bunch of old town parts, like old architecture and haunted stuff and everything. Hi, Queen. So yeah, it was like, so we got to see a bunch of, like, every building looks like it's haunted in this. I mean, I guess I can say the city we went to. We went to Savannah, Georgia. My parents do not live in Savannah, Georgia. We went to Savannah, Georgia for the day. Hey, Mongoose. Yeah, so we went to Savannah, Georgia for the day, and their trees are so cool. They're really like spooky. They have just like these sort of crazy branches, I guess. This is such a stupid thing to say, but like the trees are different. It's a different tree that's down in the South, and the branches are spooky. Mixed with like the Spanish moss. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Spanish moss. I really don't know how it grows. It just shows up in these trees. It's really spooky though. We weren't there at night though, so it would have been spooky. Yeah, super haunted trees. Exactly. Hey, Beaver. Yeah, super crazy. So it just like, it looks creepy. And then I guess because Savannah used to have like pirates. Apparently everything literally is haunted. So it looks haunted and it actually is haunted. So that's kind of crazy. But we went to, where did we go for food? We ate, where did we eat? What am I yapping about? Or where am I yapping about? I went to visit my parents in the South. Yeah, right, exactly. I actually toured a haunted building one of the last times I visited my parents. Peeper, I went to visit my parents in the South last week. I got home on Sunday, so I'm gonna yap about my trip. So one of the days I was there, I live in Murica. I went to Murica Land though. I flew down to Murica Land. But Savannah, Georgia, we spent the day in Savannah, Georgia, and the riverfront is really nice. We kind of do this every time I visit, so I'm not familiar with it, but it is really nice to just like be by a big body of water. You get a really nice breeze. It just feels good when you're by a body of water. It's very open. I saw so many seagulls. And other white birds that were tall, and I think I saw a pelican maybe. But yeah, I saw a lot of seagulls. That was great. That was super great. Oh, I saw a bald eagle actually. Yes, also same, Peeper. It was really hot. And my parents were like, "Oh, it's so nice. It cooled off." And I was like, "What?" I was sweating profusely. I have this little fan that I keep in my bag, and it was in full action while I was outside. I had to specifically walk in the shade. I couldn't handle it at all. Oh, and then as soon as we got inside, I was like, God, AC, hell yeah. Oof. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, it is cooler. They did, well, I guess because the Hurricane Imelda went by, but didn't hit that area. But they got some like rain and stuff. So because they got rain and stuff, it kind of cooled down, but it still was like 80 degrees. I don't like anything above like 68. So it was not good for me to be outside. But being along the river and like having the wind was really cool. We stopped in this it's a chain, but they have it in the South. It's called Bird's Cookies, and they're these tiny little sugar cookies that have like powdered sugar. They have other ones, but like they're known for the little powdered sugar ones. I am weak, thank you. But you probably are weak in the winter, and that's when I'm at my strongest. So winter is coming, and I could not be more happy. My tail gets really fluffy then, and I'm in my prime. So we went to this place called Bird's Cookies, and you can get samples, which is really fun. So it's like, I always buy a little baggie of the Bird's Cookies, and I've had a bunch of their flavors already, but like I want the free samples. So, but they ask you, they're like, which flavor would you like to try? And I just want to eat my favorites. So you're just like, yes, I would like to try the Georgia peach, was it? Oh, that's so good. What about the lemon? I'd love to try the lemon. Meanwhile, I've had both of those flavors numerous times for like 8 years. It's so good. So anyway, we got you can also pull from the cookie jars and build like your own little takeaway box of a bunch of flavors. So we did the key lime, the lemon, the Georgia peach, and then I think some almond shortbread. And they're really, really good. They just like melt in your mouth. I didn't go to, okay, so there's no Buc-ee's by my parents, but my parents have been traveling a ton, Peeper, and they have told me so much about Buc-ee's. They will not stop talking about how much they love Buc-ee's, especially when they're driving around in like places in the South and they stop for a Buc-ee's specifically. So when I was with them, and I was making coffee in the morning, which my mom was so cute. She bought a little cold brew maker so I could have cold brew in the morning. So when I was pouring it, I noticed my parents have 2 coffee mugs from Buc-ee's. And it literally has the Buc-ee's logo. And then on the back of it says, "This is a beaver." Because it's so weird. It's like, how could you tell it's a beaver? They have to tell you it's a beaver. This is a beaver. Yeah, literally, my dad whipped out photos of like, I can't remember where they were driving, but one of the last places, and he was like, "This is the size, so you can see the scale of it. This is the aisle for, you know, X, Y, and Z." And then they have over 100 gas pumps. It was so funny. It was really, really funny, yeah. Wow, really? That's funny because I feel like you probably have a few Buc-ee's around you, I would think, because I think the South, they're kind of sprinkled in a lot of different places in the South. But yeah, no craziness though. So anyway, so I didn't get to go to a Buc-ee's, but I was Buc-ee's adjacent. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, I'm used to that too in all of the gas stations too, Peeper. I mean, it's usually maybe like 3 rows and then 2 on each side or so. But like apparently there's tons. I see people around New York too that have like sweatshirts and hats and t-shirts, and I'm like, oh, you must be from the South. But yeah, no, it was nice the mug was good. The mug was really good. So it's good to use the mug. But yeah, Savannah was really cute. We I'm trying to remember. I think we ate breakfast and then we went, but where did we go for food? We had Chili's the day before. Oh, you saw people wearing Bucky shirts? Nice. The South is just insane to me. You guys live in a swamp mixed with desert. Petrol station size of town. Yeah, no, for sure. Actually, Peeper at the airport. Oh, I love Waffle House. At the airport, when I go through TSA at the airport by my parents, they have signs that say like no more firearms past this point. Crazy. We ate something really big though. We had a big meal, but I'm trying to remember. What the fuck did we eat? I can't remember. But we did a tour on this big water boat. It's called the Georgia Queen. The Georgia Queen is a big boat. It's very fancy, and they do like dinner cruises and stuff on it, but they give you a tour of the Savannah River, which is nice, and the history, and there's a big port over there, so we got to, see a little bit of the port stuff, which was actually really cool. Those like giganto shipping container boats. And then there was like a Civil War fort down the way a little bit, so we got to learn about that too, which was pretty cool. Oh my god, it's really bugging me. What did we eat? What did I eat did I take a picture of it? I don't know why I would have taken a picture of it. I took a picture of like 1 or 2 of the meals because they just genuinely were good. Oh, I took a picture of so I have Hello Kitty tags on my I have Hello Kitty tags on my suitcases, and when the flight attendant, Jesus Christ, when the flight attendant, oh, you like Hello Kitty? I love Hello Kitty. When the flight attendant closed the overhead bins, my Melody tag got stuck, and she was half stuck in the bin and just staring at me the whole flight. It was so sad. It was really funny. We had Starbucks on the water. But what did we eat? I do not remember what I ate that day. Oh. Shame. But yeah, we had Starbucks on the water. We went, actually, this is funny. So there's a Starbucks by the water, and then we walked down the river a little bit to get onto our like 3:30 or whatever time slot for this Georgia Queen tour. And my dad thought that you could bring coffee onto the ship, but apparently you can't. And I had only taken maybe like 2 sips, like really no sips at all of my my cold brew that I got. And so then the guy was like, hey, you have to throw that away or like finish it before you get on. And I said, bet. And I basically shotgunned that cold brew. I shotgunned that cold brew and then went done, and we got on. And then the guy was talking to my husband about his Pokemon tattoos. So that was a good time. And then I saw the bald eagle while I was on the boat. So that was that day. That was really fun. The Savannah day is always really enjoyable. And then my dad grilled a pork tenderloin on the grill for dinner. And we got to sit outside. My parents have a nice little outside area that we got to sit in. And I got to see so many squirrels, and I got to see a lot of birds. And then my dad showed me a video of an armadillo. So that's cool. I saw deer when we were on our way home. I saw deer in their neighborhood, which was really cool. So there was a lot of animals I got to see. That made me happy. Speaking of animals, Speaking of aminals, tons of frogs, which again, they've lived down there for like almost a decade, so I know some of the things, but they get, for whatever reason, they're getting like tons of frogs. Yeah, aminals. They have tons of these tiny little tree frogs that make these like really loud noises. Like in the trees behind them, you'll hear that all night long. But they gather on their windows. And then they were telling me about, because they get hurricanes down there and they have to put these things called hurricane shutters on their windows, which is basically like the dumpster's windows are built where you can attach these like plexiglass panes, so that way the hurricane doesn't like blow through your glass. It protects it. So when they put these hurricane shutters on, some moisture gets in between them and the window, and then there's tons of frogs. Yeah, maybe they are just living their life in retirement, but there's some really tiny ones. Like some of them are so tiny, and then their bellies were see-through, so I could see their organs, and they were working. And I saw one in the window, and it ate some bugs, and it was so fast, and it ate one of the mosquitoes. I think it ate one of the mosquitoes, and then it like loafed on the window. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, it's definitely kind of crazy down there. Where my parents live, it's definitely retirement ish. But I guess there actually is a lot of like young families that are kind of moving in, but it's very retirement-ish. But yeah, no, so crazy. The frogs were really fun to watch. And then, so that was Thursday. And then Friday we stayed at home. We kind of stayed, we stayed inside. Actually, my mom and I went out. My dad was doing stuff, and then husband was working for a little bit. And so my mom and I went to this new little like shop area by them, and my mom said that there's a bubble tea place there, and so she wanted to take me to try the bubble tea. My mom would not try the bubble tea, but she wanted me to try it, and that's what's important in this situation. So I got to try the bubble tea, and it was very, very, very sweet. I drank all of it, and it was really good, but it was really sweet. I got a Thai iced tea with boba. And then the best part is I drank it outside in the outdoor seating area that my parents have. It's like a screened in porch. And my dad was out there, and I said, "Do you want to try this?" And he goes, "Okay." When he took a sip of that bubble tea, he got a boba. He wanted to make sure he got a boba, but like it surprised him. And so then it splurt all over his shirt. And then he said it was gross. He said the tea was okay, but he said he would never have it again. But it just went. It was really funny. My mom laughed a lot, so that was really good. Yeah, he got a little too excited with that. But yeah, no, it was really good though. It was really good. And then we had leftovers for dinner. Oh, my mom did cook, but then we also like sort of had leftovers too. My mom made chicken gyros. Some people call them gyros. I believe the correct pronunciation is gyros. And they were so good. So we had that, and then we hung out and went to bed. And yeah, those people are wrong. And then Saturday, we went to this island that's by them. And we went to this island and sort of drove around a bit and got to see the said island. And it's a little bit of a drive from them, so we still got to see that. So we got to go to the island, which was really nice and stuff. And then we went to a coffee shop there, and we sat outside. And then we went home and had dinner. And then I did laundry, and then we left in the morning for the airport. So there was a lot of sitting and talking about my life choices, which my parents are very supportive of, but they wouldn't make the choices themselves. How about that? So I was very ready to come home. I did unfortunately explain what streaming is and what Twitch is, which my mom refers to as Twitchy now. She calls it Twitchy. She says I do that Twitchy thing. And then I explained what VTubing was. But I said, when I explained streaming, because my parents couldn't really get the concept of streaming, I was explaining that, like, people watch people do stuff, like game or talk or whatever, and they didn't understand why people would do that, right? They wouldn't understand why people would do that. And then we were like, our baby's on the Twitchy. Yeah, they wouldn't understand why someone would do that. And then it's just like, but what about regular TV? Oh, I need to stretch. Ugh. Oh, that's good. That's really good for you, Peeper. I feel like I've been a black sheep of my family. Also have the tism, so there's that. Which they don't know about, but that's a whole other thing. But your mom watches anime? That's wild. More twitchy than epileptic with Tourette's. apparently that's me, Quinn. So yeah. So I was explaining streaming, cause like, okay, so they know that I do art for like artist alleys at conventions. I'll sell keychains and pins and tote bags and a bunch of stuff. So I've traveled and sold my art at like local conventions and stuff sort of around the East Coast. I haven't done a lot this year just because of money, but because it is a little expensive to do. But my parents always ask me about my business, and I introduced streaming as my business as well, because I technically have made all of my art and I do art streams occasionally. Listen, I haven't done an art stream in a second. But I have done them, and that's what is important. Okay. So I connected the two, basically. I was like, it's part of my art business, TM. And then they were like, I don't understand. People watch you do art. And I'm like, sort of. And then I had to explain all of that. And they didn't understand why someone would watch someone play games. And then they super didn't understand how chat like can interact. And then they sort of got it. But then my mom was like, so people look at you while you're doing this? And I said, no. And that's when I introduced VTubing, and I phrased it as some people don't want to have a camera on them, so they have a little avatar that talks for them. And she was like, that's so great for anonymity. And I said, yes, exactly the point. And then I said, I have a lot of friends who also do this too, so I play games with them. I've done charity. I've got a lot of stuff coming up too. And she was like, okay. I said, I did, Peeper. I did. I said, my dad said, yeah, I'm a puppeteer, basically. That's actually really, yes, exactly. Peeper, I said, my dad said, so how do you make money from this? My dad used to be like in finances, so that's sort of how he sees it. So he's like, how do people make money from this? And then I explained, like, if you're big, you get sponsors, but then like people subscribe to you and da-da-da. And he was like, so people watch you? And I said, yes. And he was like, but like, do regular people watch you or what? And I said, you're dumbass. And I said, well, actually, it's funny you say that. I do have a couple regulars, and I always like to see them and chat with them. And I said, when I see them, when I get home, I'm sure I will see them and I'll tell them about my time. So yes, Peeper, you were mentioned to my parents. And then, so all all of this actually started because I mentioned I was going to San Diego for TWITCHCON, which I really was hoping that would just gloss over because my parents understand that I go to conventions already to sell art. But then they were like, TWITCHCON, Twitch, what's Twitch? Twitchy. And I was like, and then they were like, so I don't understand. You're going there to watch people who are doing this twitchy stuff. And I was like, I am one of the people who do the twitchy stuff. And they were like, what? So then, that's how the previous stuff got in. But yeah, they did not understand. And I said, I'm going to get tips and tricks because I do the twitchy. So then when we were leaving, my mom was like, okay, have a safe flight next week. Good luck with the twitchy stuff. Oh, so funny. And then today she texted me that she's getting me new bath towels. The duality of man. Crazy. And also, actually, getting me more than just bath towels. My birthday is coming up, right? My birthday's on the 21st, which I am in the middle of actually doing some crazy planning for some really big stuff for that week. But my birthday's coming up, and my parents, I am turning 32 years old. I don't necessarily need a birthday present from my parents. Like, they've done a Starbucks gift card in the past. They've done some stuff, right? They are getting me a queen size bed and a new bed frame. We currently have a full. And they were like, you guys, I know you guys have wanted a new bed. So for your birthday, we'll get you like a nice one. Hey, 21 is a good, well, you're in Europe. It doesn't matter. 21 is good though. Now, if you ever come to America, you're a good beeper. But yeah, so I'm getting a new, no, Peeper, you're only able to rent a car in the US when I think you're 25. No, 23 or 25. It's one of those. 21 is drinking. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Everything is younger in Europe. That needs context. That don't ever clip that. I'm back and I'm canceling myself. Anyway. When you were 12, I think, no, Mongoose, no. When you were 12, I think, well, okay, so it's always a thing for like a dad to be like, here, taste the beer. Taste the beer, see what you think. And you're 8 and you're like, this is literal shit water. And then I think I tried wine when I was in high school and it was okay. But then I was like, juice and stuff is better. Sprite is better. And then like the taste, I kind of got the taste for it when I was older. But yeah, I think my first actual taste of alcohol probably was like around the same age as you, and my dad let me try some Bud Light. Oh, you had a full pint? Yo, that's cool. So in the U.S., well, actually, it depends on the state, I believe. But in the U.S., in Ohio, I remember hearing that if you're 16 and your parents are with you, you can get a drink somewhere, like at a restaurant, not at a bar, because you can't go into you could go into a bar if you were 18. You just couldn't order anything. In Indiana, though, if you were under 21, you can't go into a bar. That's so funny. Yeah, so that was my trip. My trip was okay. I feel like, I don't know if maybe this is probably a relatable thing to a lot of people, but I feel like every time I see my parents, the first day or two is like great. It's super great. There's a lot for my parents to catch up, like tell me about their stuff. Like, let me hear about your life. And they tell me a bunch of stuff. And then there's a lot of stuff to do. And it fills up a lot of time where it's not talking about me and my life. And so everything is wonderful. And then maybe after 2 days, it starts to dive into my life and how my life is definitely different than my parents' life. And it makes me very uncomfortable. And so then I just want to go home. And my parents eat very healthy. And so I had already told myself, when I get home, I'm getting McDonald's. Because I just need to, I don't know, I needed a cheeseburger for validation. And then, and I wasn't sleeping well because it's like, whenever I travel the first night, I always sleep super well. Usually I sleep super well because you're just tired. But then as the days go on, you're like less jet laggy, tired from flying and stuff, and more regular. So then I don't sleep as well. So then I wasn't sleeping as well. So yeah, just it was a time. A time was had. I'm happy to be back. I got a gift for one of my friends. One of my friends at work keeps kosher. And so a lot of times I can't give snackies to her because she can't eat them. So, but I found something at this cute little local, so we went into this really fancy Zoonsies! That's what we ate in Savannah. God damn it. Okay, hold on. I have to talk about that sandwich in a minute. We went into this fancy hotel. We went to this fancy hotel next to the place where we had lunch in Savannah. And because my mom wanted to use the bathroom there because she said the bathroom's really nice. 10 out of 10. It's a very fancy hotel. It's going to be pretty. So she wanted to use the bathroom there. So while she was in there, I was looking around in the little like cafe area of this hotel. And they had little local jars of honey, like tiny little local jars of honey. And they were kosher. And one said honey for coffee. And my friend loves coffee. So I got her this little jar of honey for coffee. And I really want to try it myself, but it's for my friend. Oh, but I have to tell you about this sandwich though. Wait, are your parents older or younger than my parents? Because my parents had me late. So I am one of two siblings. My brother's older by 2 years. I am the youngest. My mom is 60 and my dad is 64. My mom will be 61 in January. My dad will be 65 in March. Yeah, no, I hear that. Oh, you're right. I should hydrate. I didn't drink a lot of water today because I had my cardiology test. Oh, really? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, wait. So the sandwich. So there's this place in Savannah called Zoonsies. I can't believe I forgot this. I was like, I remember I was stuffed. So there's a sandwich. They have more than just sandwiches, but they're known for their sandwiches. There's a sandwich place in Savannah, Georgia called Zoonsies. It's like a South African place. And they have really silly sort of names for some of their sauces. Like one of the sauces is called Shit Yeah. Another sauce is called the Dank sauce, like, which my parents said, quote, it feels illegal to order the Shit Yeah sauce. So you can imagine how, I feel like you can picture what my parents are like. We had the tank. Okay, so I've had the Shit Yeah sauce before because I've had it on their conquistador sandwich. That's what it's called, which is like South African spiced chicken and then lettuce and tomato and onions, I believe, and then provolone cheese and a little Parmesan cheese and then that sauce. And it's on French bread, but the French bread is always like really hard. I don't know. It hurts my mouth. It's like a baguette. So I opted to do it in a pita this time. Big brain decision. So I did it in a pita. And then it used to be where you had to order like a side of chips, which you would get like the voodoo chips, which apparently the voodoo flavor of chips is just barbecue and salt and vinegar together. Incredible combination. But now they make their own voodoo chips and they just inherently come with your sandwich. And this dank sauce comes for them to be dipped in. Holy fucking guacamole, it was good. So that was the first time I had the dank sauce. And I saw that they have some other sandwiches on the menu that come with the dank sauce on it. So I gotta get, oh God, I should just pull up this. I should really just pull up this website. Zunzies. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I have to get my all-togethers. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So check this out. Oh, I guess they have like a bunch of different places. So anyway, we went to the one in Savannah. Zunzies. I wonder if they have photos. I don't want to text you. I wonder if they have photos. Okay, yeah. So like you can get. Okay, well now I'm blocking this. Okay. So sandwiches. Oh, Zunzies chips. That's what they call it. So you could make it a large, which is like a 12-inch sandwich, but when I say that they load this fucker up, they load this fucker up. So a 6-inch is gonna like, it's so much food. So the Conquistador is the one that like people usually get. So, right, it's the chicken, the booty roll. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. So the Conquistador, chicken, provolone, lettuce, tomato, parmesan, the shit yeah sauce. Oh, and then I guess there's another like little drizzle of a dressing or something on there. It is so good, you guys. But yeah, I want to see what the other sandwich that has the dank sauce is because it's so good. Okay, that one doesn't have it. This has it. Salmon, lettuce, tomato, onion, dank sauce, and shit yeah sauce. Booty roll, sausage, onions, peppers, gravy, and dank sauce. Yo! Ooh, yum. Oh, my husband had this one. Indian curry, chili chicken, sausage, smokes. These are the type of sandwiches where it like drips down your hands. It's so messy. But then they have a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, like these beach boxes. I think my mom's done a beach box before where you can like pick one of these options and then it can come with stuff, I guess. But I want to see if they have pictures of it. Because it's, oh yeah, you can get seafood because like seafood. That's really funny. Oh, hello. Thank you for the drink. Okay, thank you. This is cute. Okay, awesome. Oh, you can buy the sauce. I think I might have to buy the dank sauce, you guys. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Zunzi bars? Is that what it's called? Sandwich? No. Zunzi's, hold on. Oh, oops. Zunzi. Yeah, Conquistador. Yeah! Yeah, this is what it looks like. Ooh, I guess these are some of the other ones. But yeah, like this is what it looks like. I guess that's the falafel one. Oh my god, you guys, this sandwich is so good. Oh, that's their old little, oh no, that's their Atlanta location, I guess. Yeah, this is the one. This is, we sat like right there. Oh my god, you guys, this sandwich is so good. The Conquistador. Oh. Okay, so next time, I want to get the, okay, the salmon though sounds really good. But I think also this would be really good, but I don't know if I want the gravy. Maybe I get the Conquistador just with the dank sauce. Oh my god, you guys, it's so good. Ah. I legitimately have to stop looking at this. I am so hungry. I have to stop looking at this. It's making me so hungry. Oh my goodness gracious. I know, I think I've made everybody hungry. I'm so sorry, raccoonies. If it's any consolation, I'm also hungry now. Holy. Oh, man. So good. But yeah, that was like, I've had it 3 times now. My parents, when they first moved down south, they were trying, just a bunch of different little places around, just getting to know their area. And so they were able to go to Savannah for like day trips and stuff. And they discovered Zunzi's and they were like, I can't describe the flavor. It's so good. And I was like, okay. So then they brought me down for Christmas, whatever year that was. And it is really hard to explain the flavor profile of it because it's like South African flavors of like spices on the chicken and stuff. Eric's, I can offer hold on. I can offer can offer you some coffee grounds. You can have some coffee grounds. I like to nibble those myself. There's some water here. There's a banana peel. You can have this banana peel. I'm not having it. You can have it. And then I don't know what's in these, but you're welcome. You're welcome to it. You're welcome to it. You asked. It's all yours, buddy. The chewed up lollipop? You mean that cup? You mean that crinkled cup? You can have it for free. Friends and family discount. Ugh. Oh boy, you guys. Actually, looking at my alleyway just got me really excited for my birthday. Because I've got some good birthday stuff for my alleyway. Who's been feeding me? No one. I eat these grounds a lot. But then the workers get mad at me. I think they get mad at me because I bit that hole. So, yeah, just don't tell them. Hey, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Slander. But yeah, we're gonna deck out this alleyway for my birthday. Exactly, York. Exactly. Crazy. So we are. I don't need food. Mods ban peeper. Oh wait, no, replying to Quinn. Yeah, no. Mods unban peeper. It's libel, which rhymes with Bible, so it's wrong. Yeah. Anyway, I want that sandwich real bad, you guys. But what I was saying, we are reaching an hour soon. So I want to explain what I'm doing. My goal, since I started streaming, but my goal especially for like 2025, I had originally told myself I would go to TWITCHCON in San Diego if I hit affiliate status. But then I realized if I hit it close to then and I wouldn't be able to get a ticket, that's a little scary. So I got a ticket when they were released. But I still have the goal of hitting affiliate before TwitchCon, which is a week from this upcoming weekend. So I know, right. So I've hit all of the marks except for having an average view count of 3 or more concurrent viewers. It's very hard, which you have to do for 4 streams. and I've been streaming for like 6-8 hours the last multiple times I've been streaming. So you can see it's a little harder to hit that number if you're doing a very long stream. So what I'm doing this week / next week, if need be, I'm going to do 1 hour slots where hopefully I can have enough people watching where it locks that in. And then after 4 times, I finally get affiliate status. Because then, it's so silly, but at TwitchCon, they put affiliate on your badge. And I want that. I want to see it, and I want to hold it, and I want to like feel it. I also, in other news, actually, oh, you're so sweet. You don't have to be for you're so sweet. I do have some other really exciting news. So while I'm at a small Victorian child, get the fuck out. With scurvy, the banana won't help, but there might be like a lime peel in there somewhere. In other news about TwitchCon, I was off last week from streaming, but I've been working tirelessly on getting things together for myself. I have secured a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday after TwitchCon stuff. I'm going to Iron Mouse's Club Iron Mouse on Thursday. So that's going to be super fun. I get to see like every VTuber in the world perform. So that's really exciting. And then I also submitted some fun clips to the Rising Streamer Awards, which I will be attending their red carpet award show on Saturday, which you can also stream apparently. So when I get more information about that, I will show that. If I win, I have to give a speech apparently. So I don't know about all that, but now I have to figure out something nice to wear. And I guess they're also having a boat party on that Friday. So I'm going to do that as well. So I don't know. All of that is really good and exciting and fun, and I can meet people and whatever, but I really want to be an affiliate. I really do. I feel so passionately about this. I really want to make this a career. I love all of the friends that I've made. Like, I love all of my friends so dearly. And I just feel like this has been one of the best things I've ever done. And so I really, 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 really want this goal. And there's a lot of people who always say, it's not about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. And I get where they're coming from, where it's about your community and it's about your everything. And I have that wholeheartedly, but you don't grow your community unless, sometimes you have to hit these milestones too. So, and it does feel good to see, because I've poured, when I'm not at my 9 to 6, but when I'm not at my full-time job, I'm working on streaming stuff, or I'm streaming. Like, I don't have a break. I think the longest break I had was when I was with my parents, and I was like, I'll do this next week when I'm home, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like already in my head planning stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm getting a little sappy about this, but that's my plan. So that's why I'm ending stream. Oh, hi, Marco. That's why I'm ending stream in like just a couple minutes when I hit an hour. And then I think I'm going to continue streaming afterwards and boot up another stream just to play games. But I'm ending in an hour, so I lock in this view count. So Big Daddy Twitch gets me that lovely little affiliate hoo-ha. But also, yeah, and I see you guys chatting about your speeches, and you ignored all of my heartfelt fucking words I was saying about you guys and how I love my friends. But yeah, if I have to give a speech, it's basically going to be like, Free Palestine. The end. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm going to go back to my trash can and Free Palestine. Yeah. But I mean, I'm up against, I guess I'm up against like a ton of other people. Like, I submitted, so there were different categories. I submitted for the Rising Streamer Award. I also submitted for like the funniest streamer or like something like that, which Mongoose, I sent in the clip that you edited for me because it's so good. And I don't know how many other VTubers are in it, but because there's a ton of IRL streamers and stuff too. So I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm happy. Oh, speaking of other awards, there's some small VTuber awards that are the clip that Mongoose did, yeah. There's some small VTuber awards that are sort of popping up from people and going around, and it truly would be an honor if anybody felt I was worthy of any of those and wanted to nominate. So follow me on Twitch, or not Twitch. Well, yes, please follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, and I will be posting some that I'm finding. I obviously am nominating myself because I think I'm the fucking best. You have to be Delulu to do this. So anyway. I think I'm the fucking best, so I'm going to post them. And it would be so sick if you did too. Yeah. You will vote? Slay. I can send the clip in the group chat, Eric's. I'm so happy I have such a loving community that like supports me and hates me at the same time. That's what being a streamer is about. You have to bully the streamer, right? Yeah, exactly. Listen, as long as you don't like beat up the streamer, you can bully the streamer. You just don't like fucking, beat up and rail the stream. Well, okay, hold on. I'm giving Orc a lot of clips today. I don't know if you should submit that sus clip, Quinn. Oh my god. So what are we playing after I end this stream and start up a stream? I don't want to be canceled before I even hit affiliate, you ding-dongs. Let's see if I ever do anything nice again for you guys. My community. Ooh, lasagna. Nice. Doom? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a Doom kind of gal. I support Doom Guy and Isabel from Animal Crossing, though. Oh, I just got a capture card, so I'm going to be able to play Switch games. So we can play, like, Mario Kart and stuff soon. Exactly. You're right on the money, Eric's. Right on the money. Lasagna does sound good. Oh, I have shepherd's pie in the fridge. I have shepherd's pie in the fridge. I'll see what I can do, Peeper. I'll look into it. Maybe it is a me game and I've just been blind the whole time. I'll have to check it out. I won't off the rip say no. Ooh, we could play Tabletop Sim. I also do owe Orc some headliners, but also I'm off of work all week. So I will play at oh, god fucking damn it. Yay. It is Irish, you're right. Thank you for inventing that. Thank you, Peeper, for single-handedly inventing that so I have it in my fridge right now. Appreciate it. Ooh, that's nice. We're on the same schedule. So you're probably going to get notified of my little streams that I've got going on this week at random times. Okay. I am hitting an hour in a second, so I'm not rating into anybody. I'm just ending this, and then I'm going to boot up stream again. I'm just trying to lock in this view count. Thank you guys for participating and redeeming and doing everything. Yeah, I know, Eric's. Okay. Bye for a second.